I've been waiting forever for Volume 1 Chapter 30 to come out, because it is hype, and I'm going to be reading it. I'm going to be starting off on the prologue, because it's been a while since I read it. I finally found you, our old ally who was expelled, buried, and sealed away. It hurts. It hurts. No, your asceticism ends now. Rise up, underground dweller. This voice. Anonymous bystander, is that you? No, call me Francis this time. No, it doesn't matter. Please, just leave me alone. I don't know why you came to find me, but I'm not interested. Whatever it is, I no longer... Gematria has been dispersed. What do you mean? Oh, I love this song. It's so creepy. Gematria is no more. Call it disbanded. Call it dismissed. There's only one cause for it. It's the existence of Shaolin and Kuroko Sensei, that person who has twisted all roles of casualty and genre. To face them now, though. Shh. Well then, so the codex has been updated. This gives me chills. The new world. Yes, I can feel it. The alien element in this world. If we've been handed a new edition, then the rules have changed. I suppose it's session 0 of a new campaign. I see. Then it's a whole new story. I wonder what lessons I'll learn from this edition. Let's see. You said Kuroko. That's the big bad of this campaign? Then let's see. The new codex is called Academy City. And it's a sensei too? What the? Isn't that difficulty too high? Something like this? But there's a strategy for everything. A blind spot, an elemental weakness, an Achilles heel, anything is good. Do not underestimate that teacher, underground dweller. Interpret this world how you will, but just because you pretend it's a tabletop game, it doesn't mean you're the winning player. I'll give you a hint. The best build for fighting that person is... Oh. Stay out of my way, you trash! I actually wonder if he actually killed Francis here, or Francis dies. Garbage, like you should know what death means, eh? To think vermin like you pretends to understand my suffering, my solitude, my fear. Get lost, anonymous bystander. This is my campaign. Underground dweller is so unhinged. All that matters is the enlightenment of my asceticism. Don't you dare get in my way. Don't you dare mess with my campaign. And Francis just died. Victory. Victory. Why is everyone obsessed over something as stupid as winning? Who cares about how a game ends? Play long enough and we all die anyway. Who cares? We're all fated to lose. That's not important. All that matters is the experience, learning the rules of the game and how to exploit them. Now that has meaning. How dare you presume to clothe yourself in the sublime name of Gematria? It's an utter shame. Calm down. I need to calm down. I need to decide my opening move. Gematria? Dispersed? No, I am the true Gematria. I shall show the true face of Gematria from here on out. Good, good. First, I should learn about this world, this new codex, this new campaign. Aha, I should start with that place. Abydos, the empire that birthed the first great mystics. I wonder how they've been written in this codex. I'm looking forward to it. Please, don't you dare disappoint me. Underground Dollar looks like such a good character. Yume. Hoshino, look. Yume. This says an old student council buried something amazing in the great Abydos oasis. Buried treasure? Yes, it looks like some materials they use when making their fireworks displays. Some kind of rare material. It says that if you burn it at a high temperature, it will make some kind of plasma firework which fills the skies with beautiful light. Look, they can even make them explode into shapes like this. Isn't it cute? I guess they wanted to use the fireworks for a festival, but for some reason the effect never worked properly, and they dumped their fireworks in the lake. They just litter, apparently. Isn't that amazing? Imagine dumping something made with a rare mineral that costs over 1,000,000 yen per 100 grams just because it doesn't work right. But I guess we shouldn't expect more from the same Abydos Student Council who used chin mats made with duck feathers because they had more money than they could spend. So Abydos was hyper rich before they got certificated. I wish they had left us even 100th of their budget. Yeah. But it's been a long time since that oasis dried up. Yeah, you're right. That place is nothing but sand dunes now. We saw nothing like fireworks the last time we were there. What are you trying to say? Hoshino, you only see the surface level story, don't you? These records are from when there used to be a lake, which means it happened a very long time ago, right? Just what are you implying? Those expensive fireworks. They must be buried somewhere beneath that sand. There are valuable minerals buried beneath the dried up lake bed of the Great Oasis. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Yume, do you have any idea how long excavating that desert might take? Well... we can't afford to waste our time. We have to get started right now. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's time for a treasure hunt. Let's go, Yume. We're going to be rich, Hoshino. Yume's so happy-go-lucky. Whoa. Hoshino. Don't say it, Yume. I can feel it too. Right? It's not just me then. In that case, shall we wrap up soon? Maybe after digging just a bit more. Sorry, Hoshino. I think we're done for. Hoshino, where did we go so wrong? When you came up with that ridiculous plan? Oh, but Hoshino, you liked it too. Is it all my fault? I know that already. You don't have to tell me. The young Hoshino was adorable. They're just looking to make money. Now that I think about it, we probably didn't need to wear our swimsuits at all. I mean, that was obvious, right? Why did you say we should wear them in the first place? Well, I thought we might be digging, and then boom, we hit an aquifer, and a burst of groundwater floods out. Is that even possible? Just imagine, we strike a ridge and solve the desertification crisis in the same moment. It'd be a miracle if that happens. There's no way that could happen. Aww. I have to write down everything that happened today and reflect on my actions. Wait, Yume, what are you writing? You going to record this idiocy? Don't do that, it's embarrassing. But it's my responsibility as a student council president, so it can help you do better in the future. First of all, the only thing that notebook has is our failures, and nobody would keep writing in a dingy old book like that anyway. I'm gonna buy a new one. Aw. Hoshino's so harsh on Yume. Yume is just trying to lick up for Hoshino. Okay, let's start our regular Abydos Foreclosure Task Force meeting. Before we begin, aren't we missing someone? Yep, the one person who never shows up on time. Yes, Hoshino isn't here. Where has she run off to now? Don't tell me she's hiding somewhere to take a nap again. I saw her sleeping in the classroom next door. What? Then she should have brought her, Kuroko. You knew we had a meeting. I did not wish to wake her up. Hoshino. Kuroko's so caring for Hoshino. Why? Because she was sleeping peacefully again? I understand. Kuroko has a soft spot for Hoshino, yeah. Kuroko does. I'll go get her now. I'll tag along, Kuroko. There's no need for everyone to go. Wow, everybody likes Hoshino too much to wait. Hoshino, it's time for our meeting. Yep, it's time to wake up. Hoshino? Were you awake? Ah, right. We have a meeting, right? My bad. This old timer forgets things all the time. Yes. You're not gonna say something like, you're not much older than us this time? Well, alright then. Let's go. Ayane is scary when she's mad. Indeed, Ayane is. Hoshino, wait for me. Oh, that song is straight. Good, everyone's here. Yes, Sensei. Now that the task force is assembled, let's begin. We will start by discussing some odd movements detected in the Abydos district. Odd movements? Will there be trouble? Well, it's just something to keep an eye on for now. What is it, Ayane? It involves the Kaiser group. Kaiser. We're all familiar with the Kaiser Corporation's previous excavations in the Abydos Desert, which they only conducted recently. Although we were unaware of precisely what Kaiser was trying to find at first. I found the ship at Upnotishtam. Well, we all know what they dug up. Although that ship was totally wrecked. Yes, after the Upnotishtam was destroyed above the stratosphere, no trace of its remains have been found. And once the battleship was destroyed, Kaiser appears to have lost any interest in continuing the occupation of the Abydos Desert. Kaiser pulled their forces out of the desert and now all the ruins stands empty. Yes, we detected their activity and confirmed their retreat from the excavation site. Yeah, it was like a dream come true. They better not dare to set foot in the Abydos again. But Abydos is still in debt to Kaiser. Yes, our skill still owes a debt to Kaiser. Their withdrawal had no impact on our financial situation. Though it does seem that the president of Kaiser Corporation is more interested in the new Sanctum Tower than the Abydos Desert now. But that's not the important point. The important point? Yes. What's going on, Ayane? To cut to the chase, Kaiser Group announced that they would convert Abydos debt into bonds, which they'll sell on the debt market. What? Bonds? Debt market? What does that mean? They're going to securitize their right to collect on our debt. Meaning they're going to sell the ownership of our debt to someone else. What? What'll happen then? Whoever buys the bonds will be able to collect our debt payments. Does that mean we'll have to pay back someone other than Kaiser? Isn't that a good thing? That's... No, that doesn't make sense. Hoshino? People only buy bonds if they believe they can make a profit from them. On paper, they can make a lot of money from us, but the debt of an academy that could close down at any moment is a huge risk. No one's gonna buy bonds expecting to make a profit from 5 students who can barely make their debt payments. That's true, but this is a sign that Kaiser has completely abandoned any interest in us, or will, if they can find someone willing to buy them out. Well, I suppose they could be trying to recoup some of their losses by selling the debt off at a cheap price. Does that mean we'll have less debt to pay? Unfortunately, not, Circa. They're selling the rights to our debt at a lower price, but the amount we owe won't change. They could sell the rights to collect 1 million yen for 1,000 yen, but we'd still owe the million. I got it. You don't have to explain anymore, Kuroko. Circa as the treasurer, having issues about money. Ayane, how much of our debt has Kaiser converted into bonds? I would assume they didn't convert all of it. Yes, and according to what they announced, it's about 45% of what Abydos owes to the Kaiser Corporation. I wonder what they're up to. But what if we buy our debt at the cheaper price? If they're selling the rights at a low price, we can just buy it ourselves. Yes, that's why I brought it up. I was thinking of using the money we saved to buy the bonds once the debt market opens up. That's brilliant. Let's do it, Ayane. We should keep an eye out on the ups and downs, just like the stock market. Alright then. Huh? What's wrong? The price of our bonds is skyrocketing. Skyrocketing? 200%, 300%, no, 450% of face value? Someone is buying the bonds at a crazy rate. What? Who in the world? There are a lot of them checking the purchaser. Sold out. Abydos' bonds have been sold out. Just who would? We can check now. The group that purchased all of the derivative-linked bonds, which used Abydos' infrastructure industry as a guarantee. Nephthys' group? Yeah, if I'm correct, that's Nonomi's family side. Underground Dweller. They're opening moves worthy of a walkthrough. I hope you're prepared for your first turn, my dear player. No, my dear sensei. We shall understand the profundity of death through our game. That's the prologue. The CG screen is great. The first time I saw the CG screen, it gave chills up my spine because of how lonely it felt. To be continued. Alright, and then now we're up to speed. Alright, uninvited guests. A Highlander. The gust is getting in my throat. Is this the last one? Should be. Why do they have to schedule a cargo transport now of all times? These storage rooms haven't been touched in ages. Seriously though, what's this place even for? I guess they store inscriptions about academical instruction cooperation, whatever that means. It's for important documents. East Agent thinks are important. They wouldn't be sitting here collecting 10 inches of dust if that were true. Doesn't matter either way. Let's just get this over with. The boxes in that corner are marked for disposal. Are you sure? Maybe we should open them up and double check. It'll be fine. We're on a tight schedule, so get a move on. It's tossing out papers. If you say so. Well, what do they do? Move, those shelves are gonna fall. How did the supports break? What did you do? Me? I didn't even touch it. Oh. Did they just die? Oh, never mind. Oh, that was a close one. How does the metal shelf just snap like that? More importantly, how are we gonna clean this all up? What's this? I can't believe this. What are you looking at? I don't know. A document that fell out of one of the boxes. A sales contract of some kind? From Abros High School? Huh? And they found it by coincidence. They were gonna toss it out. Second year Hoshino. Oh, first year no me. What, is she tailing her? Is this the place? Oh, is this middle school in Nonomi? Is this the place? Oh, she is tailing her. That student must be the vice president. She's still persevering, all by herself. But why? Huh? Oh, she don't notice her? Oh. I thought someone was there. Must have been my imagination. Must have been a wind. Hoshino's being the classic NPC, oh no. That was too close. I heard she's a generational talent and all that. How'd she notice me? Generational talent? Wait. What else did you hear? Oh, huh. I heard that Hoshino was... Okay, so she's not the generic NPC. Huh? Wow, you know my name too? Anonomi's expression is great. About that, you see. You know me, but I don't know you. What's your business here? Nothing? Are you a spy? Who sent you? State your affiliation and year. I'm sure you've heard the rumors. You might be older than me, but I won't go easy on you. Me? No, I'm not. Wait, I know that school emblem. Yep, I'm from the Abros district too. And I'm actually younger than you. I'm graduating middle school this year. Oh, so it is middle school Nonomi. Oh, Hoshino's blushing. You? A middle schooler? You look way older than me. And she's so smug. Oh right, I know where I've seen it. Nephthys Private Middle School. Yep, that's me. That doesn't explain much though. The Nephthys main office left the district ages ago, and all affiliated schools along with it. We're scheduled to close after my graduation. I'll be the last graduating class. Nephthys Private Middle School. An elite private school owned and operated by the Nephthys Group. I get it now. I heard that the Nephthys Group's successor was around middle school age. So why haven't you left the district yet? Izuyoi no no mi. Oh, so Hoshin was well informed. Taking one last tour before you leave? Doesn't matter either way, I guess. But what's the infamous Nephthys Group's precious little daughter bothering me for? Or are you after the school? If Nephthys is trying to come after the school, their little successor is going to find out just how easily a halo can shatter. Oh, Hoshin was brutal. I'm sorry, I went a little too far. Yeah, Hoshino, it did seem that Hoshino did. She was super brutal for some reason. Nephthys. The Nephthys group? Can you explain already, Ayane? What's this Nephthys thing buying up our bonds? That's, well, St. Nephthys Company, or Nephthys Group. Oh. It's a business that started in Abydos and grew like crazy. It was one of the most successful companies in all of Kuvotos at one point. All of Kuvotos? From Abydos? You're underestimating Abydos' influence before. She's right. Abydos was the best of the best. Once upon a time, we were a force to be reckoned with. We were an academy with a rich history, the strongest students, and the best education once upon a time. Well, then the sandstorms happened, and you know the rest. And during that golden age, the St. Nephthys Company flourished right alongside Abydos High School. But the sand wouldn't stop coming. The desertification of the district bled us dry, and Nephthys came tumbling down along with Abydos. Oh, I see. But Nomonomi's still filthy rich, so they must be operating pretty well. The Trans-Desert Railway has a desperate attempt to bring in more commerce to the area, but it was too late. The venture nearly bankrupted him. Business came to a screeching halt, and Nephthys spread their money too thin, trying to make up for it. The result was an economic collapse that Abydos, well, it simply couldn't recover from. The Abydos Student Council did the best it could to offset the fallout, but both students and residents left Abydos in a mass exodus. And after all that, Nephthys decided to cut its losses. The company sold off all its business interests and left Abydos behind. Them's the breaks. By the time I started my first year, Nephthys was just a bad memory. So you're telling me our district got totally screwed because of Nephthys' greed? Hold horses, Serica. They are one piece in a long domino of disasters. It's okay, Hoshino. She's entirely correct. Nephthys took a dangerous risk, and it was Abydos that paid the consequences. Nephthys was the final nail in the coffin that entombed Abydos. It was the core of Abydos' downfall, the antagonist in the story. And my family was its founder. So Nonomi is a direct descendant of Nephthys Group? What? Yes, I'm the successor to the St. Nephthys Group. Nonomi. I sort of knew. You did, Ayane? And you didn't tell me this entire time? No, it was just from the context clues. How gold card was the initial indicator, but then... The Trans-Desert Railway was the project that accelerated the downfall of Abydos. If we can use it to save the world, there would be nothing more gratifying for me. That happened during the Chroma incident. And when Nonomi was able to access the railway system, that essentially confirmed it for me. Oh, so they actually used the railway system during the fight with Bina. So I was the only one who didn't know? What about you, Hoshino? Oh, okay. Good. Kuroko didn't know either. I'm pretty sure she did. But why would you hide that this whole time? Well, sorry, that was super insensitive of me. I guess it's not the easiest thing to just bring out of nowhere. Don't worry, Sarika. At the end of the day, you stayed. You had every reason to leave with Nephthys, but you stayed this whole time. Is that a flag? Is that another flag? With that settled, I'll present the facts of the case. The Kaiser Corporation sold off 45% of Abydos' bonds to the black market today. Kaiser likely made an exorbitant profit with these sales, and we now have a huge increase in creditors. I've confirmed that Nephthys bought up all the derivative bonds that were previously loaned out using Abydos' industrial facilities as collateral. At 4 to 5 times its original value, no less. Which begs the question as to why. I'll have to look into it. Would you be able to look around the collateral rights for the derivative bonds Nephthys purchased? Yes, let me see. The collateral appears to include the following: development rights, ownership of specific facilities and infrastructure, as well as all ancillary facilities. What is that? Ancillary? Essentially everything except real estate. That's expected. Kaiser wouldn't let go of that so easily. Do you know which facilities were included? I saw it somewhere. Here. Infrastructure for transportation and its subsidiary facilities. Since when do we have transportation stuff? The Trans-Desert Railway. What? There's nothing else in the district that fits the description. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would they buy a project they left to rot in the desert? And for 5 times the price they sold it for? It makes no sense on a business level. There has to be a motive we're not seeing. What could they possibly be trying to achieve? It's incomprehensible. I just can't think of a single justification. Wait, what if they found an oil reservoir deep in the construction site? Huh? Huh? No chance, indeed. No chance, Sarika. If that were even remotely possible, Abydos wouldn't be a ghost town right now. Okay, what if it's in a super rare gem or element? Maybe they found germanium? Sarika, what are you going on about? You're as silly as you are adorable, Sarika. I promise this desert's been squeezed of every last drop of its value it can possibly hold. And it's not like people didn't try. There was just nothing to be found. No oil, no super rare gems, no germanium. Wait, Sarika, germanium isn't really worth anything to begin with. Did Sarika buy something with germanium? It's not like anyone else is coming up with an explanation. It really is the $1 million question. The emergency alarm? What happened? There's been explosions within the district. Intruders. Kaiser? Is it Kaiser? It doesn't appear to be so. They're not targeting any buildings or causing any particular destruction. Controlled detonations, maybe? Were they near the excavation site? It doesn't appear so. Wait, one moment. I found them. Huh? It appears that they're... This? Oh, Railway Academy. Oh, the 2 train brats. What? That felt great. Nozomi CCC, what does that stand for? Highlander Railway Academy. Oh, this song! Ha ha ha, that felt great. Hikari. That's loud, so loud. It's called expressing myself, self-expression. Anyways, what's the sitch? The border blocking the railway is no more, and as the icing on the cake, we uncovered the narrow gauge railway, just like it was described in the contracts. We just wrapped up repairs on the train. Can we take it on a test run? Please, please, please. We've got deadlines to meet, so let's do it. We need to reach the abandoned route all the way down there. All aboard. Shupogaki. Whoa, we're off. They're riding the train? Yeah, at this rate, we'll be a full week ahead of schedule. That's great and all. Are you sure our I's are dotted and T's crossed? What does that mean? Aren't we trespassing in a different district right now? Huh? Are we? Did they just come here without knowing? And? What's with this lack of concern? I don't know the name exactly, but we're in a different district right now. If we begin construction without the proper permits and paperwork, we're basically invading. We could start an all-out war with Abydos. Oh, is there something wrong with that? Oh. No, Hikari. Seriously, why are you stressing out over the small stuff? The Trans-Desert Railway is ours now anyways. Huh? Yuppies. We own 51% of the Abydos Trans-Desert Railway's derivative bonds. Yup, we do. Now all this belongs to CCC. Technically, basically, and however it shakes out, it'll be fine. Huh? They're invading Abydos. Just owning the rights to the railway isn't enough. You need contracts, permits, construction agreements. Blah blah blah. Annoying. So annoying. If we spend all that time unraveling the red tape, we'll never make the deadline. Don't ever forget, time is money for railway workers. There's two brats. Yuppies. Our motto is something like fast construction, no administration. No, that's actually really not good. Who cares about paperwork? This all sounds incredibly problematic, but if the CCC is saying so, I'll take your word that there won't be any issues. There won't be, right? Sure. Nah, not a single one. Who the hell are you people? That's Serica, I'm assuming. Only Serica would yell like that. Yep. Oops, sister, they found out. So speedy. You said there wouldn't be a single issue. Highlander Railroad Academy, you are currently trespassing on Abydos territory. Explain yourselves. No work can be conducted in the Abydos district without express approval of the foreclosure task force. That's the law. No, it's common sense. Apparently not. Because they decided to work here without going through the paperwork. Here I thought Gehenna was just were the ignorant brutes who could flaunt common decency. But no, is Kovatos just a menagerie of rude, brainless academies? I was actually just thinking that they were similar to how Gehenna just popped in and attacked Abydos. Am I allowed to enjoy even one iota of logic in this world? Or are we all just psychopaths now? Whoa, deep breaths, Ayane. Like she's mad, real mad. She sure is. What business does Highlander Academy have in this district? Huh? Who's that? An adult? That's Sensei. Chalice Sensei. Sensei? Chalice? You haven't heard of them? They're infamous. The rumors say they'll burn everything in their path under the pretense of solving conflict between academies. The terrifying instructor who keeps the peace. They're not wrong. One time someone made them mad and they blew up an entire train. One of ours. I would never cross them. Is that the that was Ichika and Kasumi. That wasn't. Sensei had no hand in that. In fact, the rumors only got worse and worse. I heard they were running around naked. That they weren't wrong either. Let's not hyperbolize here. Good thing they're just rumors, right? Yeah, I didn't just fall from the sky and burn all my clothes in the process. Now, what has our esteemed teacher been getting themselves into? Heh, go sensei. Shirko is so happy about it. Shirko, nothing those people said is good at all. Shirko's so good at crime. Your excuses don't matter. We have jurisdiction over our district, and we demand that you cease this activity immediately. You may have the rights to the railway, but you're still required to cooperate with the district's governing body. What do, Nozomi? Huh? Duh, what we always do, Hikari. Huh? What do you think you are? Yeah, you just started with me. Hey, that's dangerous. We're gonna do whatever you want, and the pencil pushers can clean up after us. Pyahaha! They sound like CNC. I like it. And off they go. The train, it's moving? On the Trans-Desert Railway? The Highlander students are all aboard the train. They're trying to get away. What should we do? Chase them. So the goal is to fix the train. We can figure out why after we catch them. Let's go. I won't allow them to treat Abdos like this. We'll find out what they're up to. Following your lead, Sensei. I had a feeling this happened. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Indeed. Oh. Guess I'll be using these Abdos students. I saw this everywhere on Twitter when it came out. Oh, I can't use speed 3. I just hit. What's that stack? No, I was hoping I was gonna get that. It's not. Oh, my cost regeneration is actually very fast for some reason. What's that stack? What's this? Oh, it seems like a... student? Down the other side? Hikari and then Solmi over there. Are they gonna ram into us now? I saw this clip everywhere when it came out in the JP. And zoom in. Double track. Double track drifting. And they're yellow. Oh, that's hitting hard. Not sure Kuroko's still up. That actually hit so hard. No. Oh no, the turret broke. Wow, these guys are stronger than a train. We got whooped. Don't look, but I think they surrounded us. This is gonna impact scheduling for sure. That's a problem. Construction's all messed up. They talk so big, but they were so weak. No more meaningless fighting. Answer my questions. What business does the Highlander Railway Academy have in Abydos? What's your goal? You're smart enough to have put at least some of it together, no? Oh. Overseer. Please help, we're done for. They might kill us. For actually. Another Highlander student? Who are you? Either friend carrying our rescue mission? Suo. Friend should be more than a stretch. What? You can't trust anyone. I suppose my assignment is technically to rescue them, but I assure you, it's a matter of obligation. She's just gonna leave them out to rot. Oh no. My name is Asagi Suo. I'm the overseer of Highlander Railroad Academy, who answers only to the board of directors. An overseer? It's nothing fancy. I'm an errand girl for the higher-ups, and unfortunately, those idiotic. I mean the twins you've apprehended are Tachibana Hikari and Nozomi, officers of the Central Control Center. Oh, that's what CNC mean, or CCC. Our relationship is more so those of adversaries that won't hesitate to deceive the other, but are forced to occasionally work together. Exactly. She plays the role of overseer perfectly, an evil villain who hates construction. She lives only to disrupt our schedules. Is that how they see it? Back it up. Weren't you gonna call us something really, really mean? Yuppie, she was... how rude. Our academy runs on a point system of sorts, so we may be under the same banner, but by no means are we allies. Each railway route and region is controlled by different factions. Back to the matter at hand. As their overseer, I apologize. They failed to follow proper procedure and acted recklessly, so they are entirely at fault for the current situation. I'm sure you're aware, but we own the development rights for Abydos' railway. That can't be true. We've looked into it. Nephthys bought out the bonds, not Highlander Academy. Or one of the same at this point. As a corporate academy, it's common for Highlander to enter into contracts with private enterprises. Long story short, Nephthys' rights and duties are also Highlanders. Were you not aware, Miss Izayoi Nonomi? So they're together. Highlander grouped up with Nephthys. You know each other? Nothing like that, but I'll let her explain. For now, would you mind releasing Dumb and Dumber to my custody? In return, I'll come to Abydos High School and answer any questions you have. That's... you can let them go. Oh. You were so fast. Freedom! Scary. That was so super scary. Prepare your questions. I will come pay you a visit as soon as I'm able. You too. We're leaving. Just like that. Come on, kiddos. Let's get out of here for now. I'm sure we'll get our answers soon. Head back to the foreclosure task force room. To be continued. Things Now Gone. Oh, it's the past, Yume. Wow, how did this happen? Isn't it obvious? You naive, trusting soul. But you told me, you said it would be 90 hours of reliable work per week, and I'd get paid lots for it. 90 hours per week? That is a lot. You really think that a broken down district like Abydos would have reliable work? Huh. Around these parts, you scrape by with whatever work you can. Shouldn't I still get paid though? Oh no, did Yume just work for 90 hours a week and not get paid? Haha, you're right. But I have to get paid. I need to make a lot of money so I can pay off the school's debt. And if my underclassman finds out about this, she's gonna get really worried. And you're really worrying about the wrong things here. You're our prisoner now. Every square inch of this building is lined with our subordinates, all armed to the teeth. No one's gonna save you now, honey. So, is Hoshino gonna come in? Huh? What's that, an earthquake? The whole building. Ah, it is Hoshino! You disgusting thugs! Huh? What the? Oh, you made so surprised. Hoshino? Seriously, do you have to disappear when I already have so much to do? Do you know how long it took to find you? We've got work to do, let's go! You think you're just gonna waltz out of here? Hey, stop this little girl immediately. Who are you talking to? Unless you have more cronies hiding in the ceilings. I already took out all the trash. How can that be? You did that all by yourself? What kind of superhuman are you? Hoshino is the strongest mystic in Kivotos. Yeah. I was so scared, Hoshino. Can you please stop getting tricked by obviously dodgy adults? Hoshino's so disappointed. Oh no. But how many times do I have to tell you? There's no rules or decency in Abydos anymore. Once all the residents left, the neighborhoods turned into crime-ridden slums. Abydos is Kivotos' trash cans for its unsavory and unwanted characters. So if you don't know them, just assume they're bad. It's quite an outlook to live by. But what if they're not? What if they actually just need help? That's a fantasy. The only people in Abydos are criminals with bad intentions. But no buts. If you try to help people, they'll take advantage of you faster than you can blink. Being on guard with anyone and everyone is the only way we'll protect our school. Yume's just trying to have a positive outlook, which is why I'm saying you need to be more Hoshino. The way you're speaking, it's wrong, Hoshino. Yume's so motherly. It's great. Yume? Oh, this is really important, so please listen closely, Hoshino. Wait, you don't have to tell me from this close up. Hoshino, you can't live your life being suspicious of everyone you come across, accepting violence and lies as the norm, using them for our own gain. If we do that, one day we'll wake up and realize we've become the people we hate the most. You're right, we might be able to save Abydos using your methods, but it won't be our Abydos anymore. So this is where Hoshino learned to not do bad things to save Abydos. I can't bear the thought of Abydos becoming synonymous with lies and violence, of it becoming somewhere we can't trust our neighbors. I know you think it's silly, but I hope we'll always be able to hold out our hand to people who need it, especially in times like these. We can offer food and clothing to those who are hungry and cold. I'm not very well spoken, so I don't know if I'm saying this right. But I think if it's you, you can understand what I'm trying to say. Yume's so cute. No way, this is exactly what I mean. This bumbling innocence of yours is what always gets you in trouble. What if trusting people means end up in a situation like today again? If that happens, you'll come to the rescue again, won't you? Well, yeah. Hehe. What are you giggling about? Okay, I'm writing this down so we never forget this conversation. Today, Hoshino said... What? Aww. Stop that right now. I hate it when you pull out that notebook. And again, what's with the design, huh? I said stop writing. Please, at least get a different notebook. We're not elementary school students anymore. You know what? Forget the notebook. I wanted to talk to you about a plan I came up with, Yume. If it works, I think it'll make Abydos at least a little safer. Yume? Oh, did she disappear again? Yume? What's with that look in her eyes? Did Yume get lost? Yume? This place. Oh. Oh, is that a dream? Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. Right, I got distracted. That was such a bad cutoff. Oh no. I'm here to lock up the Abydos student council room. Guess I fell asleep again. I just need to lock up, huh? Oh, that transition was horrible. That got me whiplash. There's no rush. I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Definitely. Well, no, me. Sarah at night? You. I've been waiting for you, Vice President. For me? Why? I'd like to tell you something. That's so? Okay, go ahead. You're right. I am from Nephthys Group. But I don't think that should stop me from helping Abydos if I want to. Help Abydos? I'll pay off the school's debt in its entirety with this gold card. So she did. She had inclined to pay off before. Wait, what gold card? Technically, it's my personal credit card. Well, Nephthys finances it, but I can sort of use it. Don't you think you're being arrogant, little lady? If you pay off the school's debt with that card, that means you'll own the school from here on out. Is that your angle? Oh, that is. Hoshino does have a point from that view. What? No, of course not. I just wanted to help. I don't care about owning anything. That's not how it works. You might not have bad intentions, but you're naive. Nephthys finances that card, so technically it's theirs. If you use that, then it'll be Nephthys who paid off our debt. It's not your money just because you're spinning it, little lady. Tell me, have you ever lifted a finger in your life? Worked? Done laundry? Wiped a countertop? Well, here's a life lesson. Money belongs to the person who earns it, not the privileged little heir who spends it without a care in the world. If you're trying to hand this school over to Nephthys, then sure, pay off our debt with your fancy card. Then, what do I do? How can it help pay back Abydos' debt? If you really wanted to, you could get a job and help make payments as an Abydos student. Okay, I understand. Just like you, right? Is that how Nonomi joined the school? Huh? Hoshino wasn't actually expecting her to do it. I'll be back before you know it, okay? Once I get a few things sorted out. Oh, and my name isn't Little Lady. It's Nonomi. Upperclassman Nonomi. Or upperclassman Hoshino. Huh? If you'll excuse me. Hoshino's actually so shocked. Huh? Hoshino's speechless. And she actually got Nonomi to join the school just because of that. Yume, where are you? Oh, is this where... Yume, I'm here for you. Yume! Yume! Hoshino? Oh, it's just you. Sorry for waking you up. Are you okay? Middle schoolers shouldn't poke their noses around where they don't belong. This is high school, you know? I heard someone screaming. And I've officially graduated, so I'm no longer a middle schooler. I've been accepted into Highlander Railway Academy, actually. It's an industry academy that's entered into contract with Neftis. I think they're processing my paperwork now. Congrats, good for you then. Shoo, go enjoy your fancy new school. I wanted to take one last look around at Abydos district before I left. I wasn't trying to stalk you or anything. I was just walking by the school. But then I heard someone screaming, so I came to check. I see. Go have a blast. Enjoy your farewell tour, little lady. I heard the news. The student council president went missing. Was her name Yume? There have been a lot of rumors that the president was an airhead who struggled at leading the school. That she abandoned the vice president. Oh no, she's gonna get on Hoshino's nerves with that. But I looked into the classified documents. The president isn't missing, but she... Well... I read that the person who provided a witness account... I'm sorry, I shouldn't be prying like this. Talking about it won't change anything. I mean, it's just you and me here. Did you give up looking for whatever was in the desert? You persisted, didn't you? Even after the president was found, you continued searching the desert. What were you looking for? And this is the Abydos Student Council room, correct? Everything is packed away already. But you went through the effort of forcing the sealed door open. I can't help but think you're looking for something. Did you find it? Let's go. Wait for me. It's so dusty. I'm only one person, you know. We don't exactly have a cleaning crew here. The sands ruined the flooring and just about everything else. We were forced into this annex when all the other buildings were mummified by Abydos' desertification. It's not exactly state-of-the-art facilities out here. I've heard the history. I was considering it. It was considered a tragedy when the main building of Abydos was buried by the desert, seeing as this is one of the oldest, most storied districts in all of Kivotos. You've done your homework. Even the building you used during my first year is long gone at this point. Yes, I believe you joined the school and then had to move here not too soon after? Maybe a little too much homework. I was interested in the history. Despite being an annex, it's still equipped with everything you would need to hold classes. What's this classroom? Hoshino? School festival headquarters? I never saw this in the layout plans or documentation. Did Hoshino and Yume make this class? Oh, could this be for the Oasis Festival? Hold it, don't just barge into. I have a wonderful idea. You could revitalize the school and bring back visitors with fun events like the Oasis Festival. Yep. We could do a cute event like an idol performance. She had that idea in her mind even before she joined Abydos, oh no. Oh, it's empty. Duh, the Oasis Festival hasn't been around for years. You're absolutely right. I suppose I got a little carried away there. Hey, why are you here? Well, I was thinking of having an idol performance. What? No, not here in this room. How have you been following me around, little Neftis lady? I've got things to do, and entertaining a middle schooler wasn't on the agenda. So why are you showing up here with all your questions and ideas? You're already registered and set to go to Highlander, aren't you? I had this feeling deep down that I'll regret it for the rest of my life if I choose Highlander. Aren't they partnered with Neftis? Sounds like a great old time for you. You're not wrong. I'd be treated well, even appointed student council president. A fancy position for a fancy girl, huh? Look, I get it. You've got your own situations and worries. But look around you. There's exactly one student here. There's nothing appealing about this sad old ghost town. You've got a bright future ahead of you, Nonomi. So take this old-timer's advice, alright? Old-timer? You're not that much older than me, Hoshino. What do you mean, little middle schooler? We're entire grades apart. I technically graduated, though. Same thing. It's turned into modern day classroom. I'll present a brief overview of Highlander Railway Academy. This time is of the essence right now. The Academy maintains railroads throughout Kabutos. It even personally owns and manages some lines running throughout the city, on top of having several business ventures. It's unique from other academies in that it doesn't necessarily belong to any district. The railway acts as district borders which individual factions manage. All these dots and lines make up different districts, huh? Unique is one way to put it. Yes, and the constant push and pull of power over these railway districts create a complex political structure, as the overseer mentioned. The Secretariat and the Security Department are in charge of maintaining and managing the railways, and the Central Control Center manages the Academy's administrative duties. So we can kind of see it as Highlander's Student Council. Exactly. Sergio, the twins we had the misfortune of meeting are officers of the CCC, in other words, the members of the Student Council. And Asagi Suo, the overseer, works for the board of directors. Her primary directive is to keep the CCC in check. It would appear Suo wasn't lying when she said she's not necessarily allied with the twins, but again, it's all rather complicated. That concludes my briefing on Highlander Railroad Academy. Huh? Ding. Was that the doorbell? We installed it for visitors to use, but it's the first time it's ever actually been rung. Hi. It's us, Highlander CCC. Hello, Hikari won't stop ringing the doorbell. We're here, let us in. Roger, please prepare for the Hikari special 1 second 16 hit ding dong ditch combo. Oh, they're so bratty. What? Why are they like this? Huh, speak of the devil, they actually came. Move, officers. Whoa. Wait your turn, no pushing. I'm Asagiri Suo, Highlander Overseer. I apologize for these two for our officers' lack of manners. We've arrived to make good on our promise to the foreclosure task force. If you will let us in, I assure we come in peace. What should we do? I don't really want them to break our only doorbell, so let's just let them in. Trans-Desert Railway. Admittance accepted. Victory! Why is it so cramped here? Where are we supposed to sit on? The ground? Officers, please refrain from touching others' belongings without permission. Jumping on chairs is the opposite of being still. Sit. Apologies again. Is this the Fort Abydos Foreclosure Task Force Club room we are standing in? What? Sheriko, whatever you're thinking, hold your horses. I wasn't gonna do anything, I swear. Yes, we're the Foreclosure Task Force. Well, you found us. Let's get to it, Highlanders. Is this eatable? Hello, aren't we guests? Where's our tea? Ah, right, just a moment. Please don't strain yourselves for their sake. We won't be here long. Boo boo. If you could, for once, properly assess the situation, you would understand that we're not welcome guests here, officers. These agents were willing to stand up against the giant that is Kaiser Corporation to protect their school. Consider this a train engine that could explode at any moment. They're not wrong. They look so unwelcoming. Not that there's any need for real concern. I would easily dispose of them if a fight broke out. Oh, now they're actually mad. Deep breaths, Kuroko. Deep breaths. Wasn't going to. Double swear. Why are you acting all innocent? I know you're about to blow a fuse. Oops. Let's get to the point so you can speak with the foreclosure task force. Yes. Chalice Sensei, correct? My apologies for the earlier situation. However, I'm afraid we are not the ones who you will be negotiating with. Area secured. It is safe to proceed. Thank goodness. How can there be so much dust in one place? Yes, how barbaric. I'd rather not stay in this toxic environment any longer than necessary. Let's get indoors. Who are these punks? Please watch your language. These are your creditors, after all. Creditors? Like, our creditors? You brought those sharks here? Let's lower our voices a little bit, Sirika. It would appear these are the people who bought out the derivative bonds. I suppose we have no other option but to hear them out. Okay. Excuse me. So this is the Abro Student Council room. It's even more cramped than I expected. Nice to meet you. We're the private equity fund invested in this business. To you, we're Abros' new creditors. And I'm their legal representative, speaking on behalf of their interests. Welcome. Who are you people? Wasn't Nephthys the one who bought out the bonds? You don't seem like Nephthys guys to me. You're correct, they did acquire the rights for Abro's Trans-Desert Railway at a rather exorbitant price. However, they couldn't afford such a sum all on their own. It required the funds of many different interested parties. They created a private equity fund to meet their ends. We're their investors. Private equity fund? It's a privately organized investment group, usually made up of a handful of interested parties. As the young lady says, there are many other investors besides just us. The Debt Labor Union and Pawnbroker Union are here, as well as the Foreclosure Auction Guild, Gelatin Gummies, Jocko Business, and a bunch of sketchy people. She is right. Haha, she isn't wrong. I used to trade stolen goods on the black market myself. We're not the type of people who like to stand out, which is where Nephthys, a legitimate company in good public standing, comes in as a sparkling face of it all. You guys just sound shadier and shadier. I'm sorry, but do you have any proof you're Havros' creditors? It's to the benefit of both parties to ensure everything is in order. You dare doubt us? How unpleasant. Now, let's all calm down and discuss this like civilized adults. Shh! You have my guarantee these creditors are legitimate. Saint Nephthys group? Huh? Who is it now? Butler? You know this person, Nonomi? Yes, he's an officer of Nephthys' group, as well as the butler who essentially raised me. It's been a while, little lady. I'm sorry our greeting had to be under these circumstances. I will explain the situation. We organized a private equity fund to raise money and purchase the bonds. You'll see their names listed on these contracts for our private equity fund. I'll send you a copy, so please feel free to verify. Ah, yes, thank you. With a quick glance, everything they're saying appears to be true. I see here their affiliations and the rights to the bonds. As we said. That's proof enough, correct? Yes, thank you for your patience. So they weren't sketchy con artists. Sirika, please. Haha, as long as we're now all on the same page. Moving on. As the creditors of this fund, we came here to discuss a rather important issue with you all. About the Trans-Desert Railway? Ah, yes. Naturally, you students did your homework. Incorrect. No point in beating around the bush. Our goal is to acquire all rights for the Trans-Desert Railway. So they want everything, not just the rights that they own, or they currently own. which is why the private equity fund exists. We bought these bonds from Kaiser at nearly fraudulent prices, all so we could acquire the rights to the railway. Those bonds include the rights to the construction of any uncompleted railways. Therefore, the Highlander Academy's earlier actions were breaking no laws. Duh, that's what we've been saying. We have the right, so we get to do whatever we want. Yuppies, whatever you want. Please don't antagonize some officers. I'm failing to grasp why you would want the Trans-Desert Railway to begin with. Please explain, Butler. Why are you doing this? It appears I'm in a bit of an uncomfortable position. I'll handle this then, young Nephthys lady. I understand the Trans-Desert Railway project is a bit of a sore topic for both Nephthys and Abydos. After all, it single-handedly accelerated this district's downfall. I don't want to hear that from you. You need to tell me what Nephthys is thinking, Butler. It was a dangerous, reckless project to begin with. In fact, building that kind of transportation infrastructure made no sense in this desolate place. There were no resources, no trade, not even an economy to speak of in Abydos at that point. It drained Nephthys and Abydos of all their remaining capital, and then was left to rot if it weren't for that project. After all of the pain it caused, you want it back? Why? Why, Butler? What could be the purpose? More pain? More casualties? What is Nephthys thinking? Take a step back, Nonomi. Nonomi. Interesting, but we didn't come here to be interrogated. Let's get to the issue at hand. However, before we begin, if you don't mind, I'd like this discussion to move forward with only the involved parties. Would anyone who is not a member of the Abydos Student Council please leave? Alright, let's go. Hey, keep your dirty paws off of me. What, do we have to? I wanted to play more. I'll take my leave as well. Do I have to leave? Then who will represent Nephthys? Overseer Sewell will serve as our representative. Excuse me? See no problem with it. She may be a Highlander student, but she is currently employed by Nephthys. She may be a member of the CCC, but she's also one of ours. I consider her trustworthy. Now then, I have other matters to attend to. What in the world is happening? I believe I asked for the Abydos Student Council. To my knowledge, that should only include Takanashi Hoshino. No way, we're members of the Student Council too. As she said, the Foreclosure Task Force is the official student council, appointed by our advisor here. Correct, as her teacher, I've approved it. I see. How odd, the paper who worked here states that the only person affiliated with the Abydos Student Council is Miss Hoshino. So there's another student called the Foreclosure Task Force, as you say. That's on me. It's because I'm technically affiliated with both. The Abydos Student Council may hold the official name, but the Foreclosure Task Force has acted as the Student Council for years now. It's very complicated, but I suppose I understand. Then please take a look at this. This document happened upon an Highlander Academy's document storage recently. It's a contract written by the previous Abydos Student Council president, Kuchinashi Yume. Oh, Hoshino's shocked. What a Yume write? Sales contract. What a Yume do? What do you mean? Written by Yume? Yes, it states here that the Abydos Student Council Student Council purchased from Nephthys the rights to use some facilities created during the Trans-Desert Railway project. From Nephthys? When a district falls apart, contracts like these get sold left and right. The Trans-Desert Railway was a joint project by the Abydos Student Council and Nephthys, but technically the rights belong to the Student Council, who put in the original order for the project. The Student Council sold those rights to Nephthys to repay their debt, and it seems the previous president, Kuchinashi Yume, attempted to repurchase the rights later down the road. Which essentially sums up the contents of the contract. Give me that. Sales Contract. Ep2 Student Council agrees to purchase the rights to the Trans-Desert Railway facilities from Netis for 1 million yen upon signing this contract. The buyer shall pay a contract fee of 10,000 yen. The buyer shall be responsible for paying the remaining balance to the seller within the 2 years period specified on this contract. The compensation for the delayed payment of the remaining balance will be signed Ep2 Student Council President Kuchinashi Yume. It's Yume's handwriting. I know her handwriting anywhere. Precisely. The contract states that the Ep2 Student Council purchased the Trans-Desert Railway facilities from Netis for 1 million yen. When did she do this? And I didn't have a clue. I've read and reread every scrap Yume left behind, every sheet of paper, memo, discarded notes, everything. But this contract, forget the previous Student Council, but I scorched this desert looking for traces of Yume. I don't understand. That's likely because the contract has not yet expired. It was a time-based contract, and the originally agreed upon payment has not been delivered as of yet. So the contract is still valid currently? Yes, that's correct. The contract has indeed been signed and notarized, but the payment itself has not been delivered 2 years later. No one considered the contract to be of much importance after the CEO quit the company, so it was forgotten in a storage room until it was accidentally discovered. Accidentally. It's created quite the conundrum for us. It would have been best if this contract had stayed buried. A single piece of paper is preventing us from acquiring all rights to the Trans-Desert Railway, as all these affiliated facilities going to be included in our purchase. The rights to those facilities currently belong to the Ep2 Student Council. And so? So how would you like to proceed? Do you intend to uphold your end of the contract? Excuse me? You came all this way to ask us that? It's a rather significant matter. We will be holding a general creditors meeting in 2 days, time to discuss the shares for the project, but we can't move forward until this is sorted out. General creditors meeting? Like a big meeting for all the creditors? Correct. All of the investors of the private equity fund will gather to discuss our plans moving forward. Now, Hoshino, as the representative of the Ep2 Student Council, do you intend to pay the remaining balance stated in the contract to Netis? It's all really sudden. You come barging in here and ask us to fulfill a contract we didn't even know about? And furthermore, purchasing those kind of rights. You said the remaining balance was 1 million yen. We're already swimming in debt. Excellent, that's precisely what we wanted to hear. Who in their right mind would pay 1 million yen to acquire some abandoned scrap metal? To my understanding, you children are already struggling to pay off current debt. It wouldn't be wise to dig that hole deeper now, would it? I'll take that as confirmation you're no longer interested in upholding your end of the contract. In that case, why don't you just sign right here on this waiver, Hoshino? It's just a little paper that says you'll hand over any rights you have to the private equity fund. Oh, that sounds bad. Give me a sec here, I'm not all that keen on randomly signing contracts anymore. Indeed. Stop pressuring my students. Any contract needs to be thoroughly reviewed before it's signed. Do you mind giving us time to look everything over first? That's a problem for us. Did we get ahead of ourselves? Regardless of your decision right now, this contract is set to expire in 2 days' time. Just 2 days? In 2 days, it'll be exactly 2 years since the contract was signed. You can check the date for yourself. Once those 2 days are up, it's done and dusted. Which is why we scheduled that general creditors meeting in exactly 2 days. We wanted to get a jump on things, but we can wait 2 days. Let me spell it out for you. We're hosting the private equity fund's general creditors meeting in 2 days at the Ep2 Central Station District office. If you want to keep that contract alive, you'll need to show up to the meeting before noon, state your intentions, and get it notarized. If you can, that is. If we can? 2 days, district office, noon. Don't forget, miss it by even a millisecond and the contract is null and void. That was the message we came to deliver. Thank you for your time. Very well then. Let's go. Come on, Highlander Overseer. Aren't you our escort? Now then. In other words... Hell no, forget this. I'm not listening to those scam artists. Serica? They think they can just throw fancy pieces of paper around and demand we give them all this money? Who do they think they are? They're acting like they're royalty over some abandoned scraps of metal. What? Yeah, they're making such a big deal over a pile of junk. What are they hiding? Don't look at me like that, Kuroko. You look way too proud of me right now. I agree with everything she said, and if even Serica can pick up on their suspicious intentions, we know there's something there. Hey, I'm not that gullible. She's right. Our first step is to figure out what secret they're hiding. Yes, I believe so as well. What's buried beneath all that project? What's buried beneath that failed project? We need to approach things carefully when it comes to contracts. We have time to figure out our game plan. Understood. Hoshino, what lies at the heart of this issue is the previous student council president, Kuchinashi Yume. We know this is a sensitive topic, and that's why we've never broached it, but we need a full picture of the situation. So, just what happened while you and Yume served on student council together? Ayane? Please, Hoshino, we need to know what happened at the Abdo Student Council. I don't think we can solve this predicament without that. You know too, don't you, Nonomi? That's... I've always wondered why the foreclosure task force operates out of the school festival headquarters rather than the student council room. And then there's the locked classroom on the first floor. Why seal shut a classroom in this abandoned building? That room is the original student council room, isn't it, Hoshino? I have questions too. Why did the previous student council sign a contract putting the school in even more debt? Huh? I thought Kuroko would have known these things at least. I never pressed for details. Well, they did wrangle Kuroko off the streets. That's not what happened at all. Wait, everyone, we shouldn't pressure Hoshino like this. When she's ready... Thanks, Nonomi, but it's okay. Her old student council president. She was a walking danger sign, if I'm gonna be honest. She was so naive, always running headfirst into trouble, and getting taken advantage of left and right. And she still managed to graduate somehow? No, she didn't. Yume went missing before she had the chance to graduate. Missing? She went missing? How does that happen? Who knows? She went missing and she was found 33 days later in the Abydos Desert. She was found with her halo destroyed. Her halo? How? An accident probably. I think she got lost in the desert. Probably? But how? What happened to her? I don't know. What? Weren't you the vice president then? That's... well... It's because I had left 3 days before Yume went missing. So I can't tell you what happened in the 60 hours before she was lost. It wasn't until later that I found out she went missing. But why she went that deep into the desert? Why she got lost? I don't know. What was she doing? What could have happened? What was she thinking? I hunted down the answers to those questions for a long time. I scoured every last remnant of Yume left on this planet looking for a clue, but nothing. And I was so sure everything would have been written down in that damned notebook. Ha! What notebook? Yume had a silly little notebook she wrote everything down in, even the most inconsensual things. So finding something like that after all that searching. It's suspicious as heck, isn't it? Like, why was this contract aborted halfway? And it suddenly shows up 2 years after the contract was written? The sign date here, by this time, Yume was... the date. It's... Thank you. As always, Hoshino, stay safe, okay? Oh. Hoshino? Are you okay? Here, sit on this chair. This date, the date written on this contract. This date is... It's the exact date Yume went missing. Who the hell would want to visit some spot in the middle of a desert? For once in your life, stop daydreaming. You know what? Actually, do whatever you want. I don't want it. I don't need it. Oh, this is where she rips up the poster. Forget the student council game. I'm done playing house with you. Hoshino? Wait, Hoshino, come back! I'm going after her. Kuroko, wait. Gah, why are they like this? Should we go after them? It's okay. No one stands a cheap of keeping up with Hoshino besides Kuroko anyway. I suppose, but still. Ayane, if this contract was written the day Yume went missing, that can only mean... Yes, President Yume's disappearance and this contract. They could be related. Body's limits. Oh. Kuroko, aren't you tired of following me yet? Why don't you just say what you've got to say? Nope, just following. A high-star girl shouldn't be following an old-timer around, you know. Some people would consider that a living hell. Why here, Hoshino? It's an abandoned town. Ah, you get right to the point, huh? This is where I first met Yume. Where you met Yume? Ah, yes. More or less, I didn't really mean to end up here. Hoshino, your life before we met is a mystery to me. No one wants to pressure you, but I think it's time. No one knows what to do. They're all ancients. Does President Yume's death have to do with this situation? Ah, look! There's an evil company's convoy. Why don't you go rob it? You like doing that. Hoshino. You're not getting away. Whoa, Kuroko, for heaven's sake, stop chasing me. Can't you take a hint? I'm waving a bright neon sign that says I don't want to talk about it. Will you stop running at full speed? If I catch you, you have to tell me. Well, I won't. Just give me some time. Kuroko's not back yet. I just can't wait any longer. I'm going to contact my butler. You mean from Neftis? Yes, they may know the truth behind this entire project, and we're out of other options. Are you sure? It seemed uncomfortable when you asked them earlier. It's because I cut ties with my family when I decided to stay at Abydos. I can hardly expect them to think well of me after all these years. I've accepted that consequence. Let's see, I've deleted their contacts, but if I remember correctly... You don't need to push yourself too hard, Nonomi. Thank you, Ayane. I lost her. Kuroko? Hoshino? Yes, my training's been insufficient. I regret it now. Don't look so disappointed in yourself, Kuroko. Surika's right. No one can catch up to Hoshino when she tries. She told me not to worry and that she would see me at school tomorrow. Then I lost sight of her. Tomorrow? Perhaps just a little bit of time is all she needs. Ah, my butler's returning my call. Miss. It's me. Hello, butler. I'd had a feeling you would call. In search of information about the Trans-Desert Railway, I presume? Yes. There must be some kind of secret for everyone to be vying for the rights to the abandoned project. Does Neftis know? Naturally. Please, tell me, what is the goal of this private equity fund? What is Nephthys planning? And the contract. We need to know what's happening with the contract signed by our former student council president. Well, there's no need to worry about your pretty head about business affairs, miss. That's not... It's for Abydos, butler. I need to know. Now that I think about it, it's been almost 2 years since you gave me a call. How have you been, miss? Fine. I've been doing fine. Have you reached your card limit yet? I can replace it with a new one whenever you require. I don't use it very often. Thank you, though. I'm doing fine, butler. But it's about... I'm quite sure you are fine. Who wouldn't be, after dragging their own family through the dirt? Huh? If I am to be frank with you, miss, I find your behavior rather shameless. You condemn us, renounce your very own name, and then calling as soon as it benefits you. That's, well... If you must know, Nephthys, your family, is in crisis. Crisis? Yes, we are doing our utmost to navigate what could be the downfall of the company, and the outcome of the general creditors meeting in 2 days' time would determine our fate. Just what is happening at this meeting. There seems to be so much writing upon it. Are the other Abydos student councils currently present? The hour grows late. I shall visit Abydos myself tomorrow, and we can discuss the details. Ah, yes, I will bring a replacement for your gold card, so please bring the one currently in your possession. What? I said that... Well, that was tense. You okay, Nonomi? And don't worry, that was normal. I'm much more concerned about this general creditors meeting. The more we try to turn the pages, the more the plot thickens. I'll do my best to find more information. Don't you need a break, Ayane? Today was kinda insane. That doesn't matter. I need to... What everyone needs is to get some rest. Sensei? Let's take Sensei's advice, Ayane. It's not good to push ourselves during such stressful times. Shiroko, Serika, and Sensei. I'm fine. I don't want to hear it, Shiroko. You can barely keep your eyes open, and you need a shower. Sure. Ahaha. Keeping up with Hoshino is a pretty admirable feat after all. I'll see if I can find anything back at Chalet. I'll come back tomorrow, so wait for me. Okay, understand. That's right. Everyone, let's go home. Meeting dismissed. You okay, Ayane? They're gonna leave us behind. Something feels off. Ayane? Trans-Desert Railway, General Creditors Meeting, Student Council, and the accidentally discovered contract, the date coinciding with President Yume's disappearance. It seems like there's a thread connecting all of it that I just can't place. Well, duh. Just thinking about all of it makes my head spin again. That's why we need to take a break, and then we'll crack the code together tomorrow. I'm not talking about any secret plots, Jerica. How do I put it? What exactly feels off to you? I guess if I had to describe the threat somehow, it's like someone is deliberately attacking us in all of our most vulnerable spots. Huh? Who would even know stuff like that? Exactly. Someone would have to have more knowledge about Abydos than even we have to pull that off. I'm likely overthinking it all. It's always helped me organize things, so I'll sort through the information. Maybe I'll be able to see things more clearly. After all, we're meeting with an officer from Nephthys itself. We need to be prepared. Okay, don't overwork yourself, Ayane. Yes, then let's go, Serika. Wait for me, Ayane. Return to Chalet. I'm assuming it's underground dwellers' work. Ah, on cue, indeed. Strategy 1. What's done cannot be undone. Senses an aberration that bends reality to their will, manipulating outcomes like a puppet master. Then my mandate is to wield that which cannot be bent. Yes, yes. What's done cannot be undone. What cannot be changed will not be changed. Sensei's weakness is the past, so the past is what I will use. Aw. Hi. Now, Sensei. For you, 4 strategies I have prepared. With my weapons, I will emerge victorious in this push and pull of wheels. The first, in motion. The second creeps ever closer to you. Will 2 suffice, or shall you push me to the edge? Yes. Show me your weaknesses, your obstacles. Arona, Prana. Yes, Sensei. On standby for your orders. I'm going to need to pull an all-nighter. But I have to get back to Abros in the morning, so I need you to wake me up if I do fall asleep. Are you sure about that? Will you be okay, Sensei? Well, if you say so, but try to take a nap if you can. Rest is super important. Affirmative. I will not fail my directive. Also. Has there been any movement from Gematria? I haven't heard that name in a while. We haven't seen anything since all of the Red Sky stuff. Did something happen, Sensei? No, nothing. We're here. Good morning. Yep, good morning. Ayane, Siddhika. Did you not get any rest last night, Nonomi? Oh dear, is it that obvious? I suppose I might have drifted off at least a little. Shiriko. Good morning. Shiriko's fine as usual. Nothing. You seen Hoshino yet? No, but she said she'd come, so she'll come. Nothing from Sensei either? They may be gathering information still. Sensei promised though, maybe they meant later today? But with the meeting tomorrow, we need as much time as we can get. Oh, oh no, Rona fell asleep. Arona? Plana? What's wrong? It's morning. We have to wake up Sensei. Negative. Sensei did not fall asleep. Phew, what a relief. I thought I messed up. Wait, actually not. I told him to at least take a nap. Question. Arona, are there alterations being done on Shalley's gas systems? I mean, I don't think so. But we don't really handle that kind of stuff. Why? Report. I have detected unusual activity in the gas pipes. That's not good. What activities? Is this confusion? I have never experienced this. The gas pipes appear to be changing for no reason. I feel a foreign hand is reaching into this world, changing things. It is an alien feeling. Alien? Oh, hold on. Sensei! Oh. Oh, did the chalet building just explode? Strategy 2. The one who makes miracles, who bends realities. Even they are slave to the body's limits. The almighty Sensei. I have pried open the savior's weakness. Directly attack Sensei. Wait, no. Oh, that's it! I have to wait for the next part. Alright, I guess that was that. I know there's a ton more. You have to wait a lot longer for all the remaining episodes. We only got 7 this time. And have to wait like 4 months for the rest, for everything to finish. Alright, well that's that. Thank you for watching. Maybe I'll see you next time.